I want to talk about a model I like to call the freedom of choice. And it's kind of like a creation model of since we are creators, we're spiritual beings having this physical experience, that we're physical offspring of a creative Heavenly Father. We are also creators. And so, if you think about this model, I've actually adapted it from the stick person model created by Dr. Thurman Fleet back in the 1930s. And what you have here is the big circle is like your head, and it's connected to a smaller circle, which is your body. And at the top of your head, you have your five senses. And the mind, or your head, we'll call it your mind, is cut into two parts, an upper and a lower, which is your upper is your conscious and the lower is your subconscious. The conscious mind is also known like your thinking mind, right? That's the part where you make decisions, and it's where your logic, your intellect, and your higher faculties reside. And the other part of the mind, the bottom part, is a subconscious mind, also known as your emotional mind. And that's where your paradigms exist. And your paradigms are where responsible, basically, your self-image, your habits, and your behaviors. It's important to differentiate between the conscious and subconscious because that's where this freedom of choice is. We have the freedom to choose what we decide to allow into our subconscious mind, okay? We have the freedom to choose what those thoughts are that we accept or do we reject them, because we have our five senses. We can hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. And through those, we have experiences, okay? We experience this physical world. And we know there is a polarity, right? With the law of polarity, there's opposition in all things. So we have negative things happen to us and positive things, at least from our perspective, what we think is negative, what's positive. And we can choose what to accept and what to reject. We may not be able to choose whatever enters into our mind, into our conscious mind, our thinking mind, but we do have the power to reject or accept. That's where that freedom of choice comes into mind. Now, our subconscious mind, it doesn't have any ability to accept or reject. So once we decide and get emotionally involved with an idea, something that we experience, it goes into our subconscious mind, and that's just our subconscious mind takes that and it just puts it to work. It creates those feelings, creates those emotions into our body, and then our body, we act, we make decisions, or we make actions, we act things, and those create our results. So it's the thought comes into our mind, we decide what are we going to do with that, we accept it. If we accept it into our subconscious mind, it starts to go to work. It creates feelings and emotions that goes through our body, and we start to act, and those actions give us our results. That's how things are created. That's the creative process.